the last election,
Yes.
I discovered that even the pew in my unit couldn't operate the beavers. And it took me like 5 to 10 minutes to understand the processes of beavers. After they called their superintendent to come and help them, I studied that within 5-10 minutes. And when he left, the guy was still struggling with it, and I had to help him out, like showing him, bro, this person was using thumb printing. If there's no working, you use facial recognition. That is what this person was doing. I have to like keep reminding him like how the superior did before, and before we would, you know, have to accredit and vote when we have over 700 people in that polling unit.
Yeah.
You know, so I think those staffs, if they're not well trained, I think you have to retrain them before the next election.
Even those that were trained were not selected. It was politicians that brought their family members.
And actually, the Nigerian syndrome we have to remove that from some of our, from everything, so that we can have good governance and good system working.
Good administration.
All right, Lagos.
Lagos is going to be a keenly contested election
between Labour and
APC and PDP. Jadon is somebody that has this Machiavellian approach of politics.
Okay.
He's a Tinubu boy. He knows how Tinubu does this thing. The Labour Party candidate is enjoying the wave, the obedient wave, while the PDP candidate is just like a dumb baby under Tinubu. Outside Tinubu, he does not even have strength to win a local government election. So that election is going to be a highly contested election, but I see APC scaling through nook and crook. When you come to Rivers,
Wike
knows how to play his game.
You see talks, because last
you can't
we saw where I used to call them coppers were, you know, beating and
yes. In Rivers, you can't take Togri out of their politics. Politics of Togri is very fundamental in the Rivers State election. Given in a classroom election, classroom monitor, you will see them doing Togri. In primary 2, you see some people have their own gang and the rest. So those things is something that is encoded in their DNA. Force, aggressiveness, and so many things.
Okowa is from
Delta State.
Yes. So how do we see that?
Okowa acting in the presidential election was very disappointing. I saw in the INEC result that he lost Delta State.
To Labour Party.
Yes, I don't see him having any weight in that.
So he's losing to Labour Party.
Yes,
probably.
you know, he might lose to APC because one, the Ibori dynasty. It was Ibori dynasty that Okowa enjoyed to become the governor.
But then,
so
it's
Oduaga, Ibori,
okay.
They are all Ibori's dynasty now. So when this governorship came, as a lawyer boy, he was supposed to allow his boss, who just came from prison, to also do the calculation that favored him. But him, as a governor now, he became a lord, a small lord, and brought his own governorship candidate, which did not go well with Oduaga and Ibori. You know, Oduaga is in the Delta Central, while Ibori is also a big weight. So I see them messing him up.
Okay.
I see them messing him up.
Benue, we saw issues like the Yes Father movement.
Yes.
The Yes Father movement. But Benue have this issue with George Akume, who was the first Democratic governor. You know, after we returned back to democracy in 1999, and he produced what is his name again? Swan or Tom.
Yes.
And now he's producing.
He wants to produce earlier.
He wants to produce earlier.
Yes.
And the state have not been moving forward since he left, even since while he was in the office.
Yes.
So do you think earlier can beat Otom? Having Otom losing his senator?
But Otom is not contesting.
Losing his senatorial seat.
But Otom is not contesting.
But do you think that since it's not
and Umba,
earlier Uba and this Labour Party candidate Hembe, do you think that okay, Otom has lost senatorial seat?
Yes.
So Swan have lost senatorial seat.
Yes.
Do you think that they will fight at all costs to make sure that they don't just remain irrelevant in politics?
Good.
By making sure PDP wins the state.
Good. You see, fighting in politics, what are you fighting to get? Is it not vote? This same vote, you couldn't even get it in your own election. You lost. You understand? So the best thing for Otom, Titus Umba to do is to change tactics. Change tactics so that at least what you could not get in election, you could get it for your candidate in the next election. The Yes Father movement is just like a wildfire spreading we had such movement in Banue.
Yes.
How was
it
the end? The end.
The end, the bitter cry.
The end, the bitter cry. So you see, elections are not won on the social media popularity, all these things. Election is a tactical something. So I see the yes father likely coming second in the next election, because what happened to Otom and his cohort will make them to go back to the drawing board and re-engineer their tactics. Otom primarily is the cause of what really happened to PDP in
Benue State.
Benue State, because you can't be a state governor and try to instruct the people to vote another party, doing anti-party. Almost all the vote Labour Party got in Benue was PDP vote. You understand? And Labour Party did very well. Imagine Otom was working completely for PDP. Labour Party wouldn't have gotten anything.
But that is what happened across the country in this election, because nobody vote party anymore.
Yeah,
just vote candidates.
but if the head is going somewhere, there's possibility that a large followers will follow him.
I believe that Otom not performing affected the votes, to PDP.
Yes,
Obi federal constituency, the House of Rep member, he wasn't performing at all, and they called for his head.
Yes.
Now he has lost it.
Yes.
Now Tom never performed as a governor, so you don't even expect him to get any votes going to Senate. Gabriel, I don't really know his performance at the Senate level to his constituency, and him losing the elections, it surprises me. So Swan losing the election surprises me.
But if I ask you a question, if it is by performance, why did Abamoru win?
Abamoru in Zone C. I don't know, but Zone C looked like a place where they do some little calculation and they let who go. They just anoint who go.
Apart from calculation, you see, Abamoru is the candidate that went to this election with a very, very massive people that are ready to fight him because of the lordship he has assumed himself, because of what he did to Ota Agbo Francis, who is one of the best House of Rep member we have in the Inone. He intentionally removed him, refused to give him ticket, and the gang up was much on him, but yet he still won his election. Why? Because there is a formidable PDP in Zone C, headed by David Mark. You can hardly crack it. This PDP can swing like this and swing like that, but they will still come back to the drawing board.
Did you think that the same David Mark and Otom that masterminded the 2019 election, that brought Otom back?
Yes.
Did you think the same thing will happen to Uba?
Me, I am seeing Uba as the next governor, because when it comes to governorship, it's a different town hall, I told you. And governorship is highly influenced, let me say it's highly manipulated or influenced by the traditional rulers. And what we see TV and I just call them Fulani and Benue people, the Patmaya between them. You hardly,
they cost APC.
Yes, it will cost APC the election, because in the TV area, before any governorship election, the traditional rulers used to come and beat. They weigh the options. Who will protect the interests of the people more, which we also do in the Idoma land, and give it to the person who has stand, who has level, and who will protect the state very well. So I see Titus Mba coming first, and Leah will give Titus Mba a good fight. Then Hembe is like let me just say Mississippi now. It's not a stream, it's not an ocean. It's just confused because Georgia border is supposed to help him in the fishing vote from Zusi has defected.
Okay.
Melvin Seche that ran for House of Rep in Apag that is supposed to help him fish vote has defected. Almost everybody that ran under Labour Party, they have defected. They have left him alone.
Anyway, that is it on the prediction for the state election that is coming up on the 18th of March, and we hope that the election will be peaceful and be transmitted electronically from the polling units. Yes. And we believe that there will be no any snatching of ballot boxes, and we hope that there will be turnout at the various polling units across the country. Please stay safe, remain peaceful as you cast your vote to your favorite candidate. Remember, who you vote will determine how you fare for the next 4 years. So think carefully before you vote the House of Assembly member, and your governor, because your president won't come to your state to develop your state for you. It is your governor and your House of Assembly member. See you next weekend. God bless you.